She's a certified yapper, but looks good doing it.
Gabby, I love you.
It must suck being that hot.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gabby. Hi. Hey. If you're new here, hi. And if you're not new here and you're not yet subscribed, you need to subscribe right now because I know what y'all doing. We're on the road to 1K. We're almost there. Thank you everybody for being here. If you're not following my socials, my TikTok and my Instagram are down below. So this year kicks off John Cena's farewell tour. Oh my God. Our faves are getting old. That means we're getting old. Oh my God. That's crazy to see, like, the people that you grew up watching retire. That's like so surreal. Like, bro, we're aging, like, and they're aging in my throat. But yeah. So today, this is a recommended video. We're gonna be reacting to top 10 John Cena most savage promos. Damn, to see John Cena's last match in person, that will be great. That will be, I will probably cry. Like, I will probably cry. If John Cena cries, I'ma cry. Let's all see John Cena in Vegas, his last match in person. Let's all make it happen. Everybody put $5 down in the chat.
Whether you love him or you hate him, there is no denying that John Cena can cut one hell of a promo.
Your face looks like my nuts. Except you got a hairier bush.
From his early days as a wannabe Eminem, tying his opponents up in verbal knots.
You need to hit them sit-ups too. Not exactly the leanest. Forget seeing me, bro. You can't see your own penis.
Cena has stood out above most others as a truly great talker. Now, while he can oftentimes come across as goofy, especially during the PG era,
Bologna, fudge, and mustard! My life is being ruined by the internet!
when he turns it on, there are few that can touch him on the mic. He's proved in recent years that he doesn't need to go back to the thugonomics. He doesn't need a silly rap. He just needs to be himself. So here I break down 10 times John Cena spit some truths on the stick and completely owned the superstar he was in the ring with. Number 10, Daniel Bryan. During the build-up to their SummerSlam 2013 match, in a promo on Miz TV, Bryan cut one of his best promos to date. But as good as Bryan was, Cena really made a statement and delivered big time in the promo. Cena listed his hit list, which included the likes of Triple H, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels. But when Bryan tells Cena to wait because he's talking about his victims like they're so much better than him, someone from the crowd shouts, "They are brutal."
They are so much better than me.
Cena slapped the taste out of Bryan's mouth. They did a great job in building this feud at the time as the best wrestler in the world against the best entertainer. And the crowd ate it up because it was steeped in reality.
How do you hear him so clearly? How close was this person to a microphone or something? Like, how, that was way too clear, way too close for them to be in the audience.
Number 9, Dean Ambrose. In the build-up to the triple threat match between Ambrose, Cena, and Styles at No Mercy, Cena and Ambrose had a heated exchange on SmackDown. Cena claimed that he wasn't surprised when Austin called Dean out on his podcast.
Stone Cold was right when he called you out on his podcast.
The podcast Cena was referring to was where Austin questioned Ambrose's work ethic, believing he was complacent and asked him to raise his game, which Ambrose claimed to be offended by. Cena went on to tell Ambrose that he hadn't stepped up, and he also told him that he has no balls.
You got no balls, brah.
John Cena doesn't care about Dean Ambrose. Document the Shield. 2 bona fide WWE superstars. 1 guy still trying to figure it out, Dean Ambrose.
Number 8, Bray Wyatt. In the build-up to their WrestleMania 36 match, Cena talked about how for years he gets blamed for beating other people and somehow ruined their career. Cena said that Wyatt got lazy, gave up, and blamed him, while adding that Bray's biggest enemy is himself. He recounted his losses and other setbacks and said that he isn't referred to as buried because he accepts responsibility. He went off on way too many WWE superstars, implying Wyatt, who get lazy and blame everyone else.
They get lazy and they blame everybody else but themselves.
He went on to label Wyatt as the most overhyped, overvalued, and overprivileged superstar in WWE history.
The most overhyped, overvalued,
overprivileged WWE superstar in existence.
As well as being someone who doesn't deserve an opportunity more than certain NXT stars.
Why on earth do we continue to give 5th and 6th chances to people? All they do is say, what about me, and not how can I help you?
He also had a backstage interview which was subsequently deleted by WWE, where he said,
I also know that The Fiend is Bray Wyatt, is Husky Harris is a guy in a mask. I'm sick of hearing a certain group of WWE superstars walk around and say, I deserve this or I deserve that.
Cena didn't hold back with Wyatt in this feud. It's a good thing Wyatt eventually ended up the victor. Not that they've done too much with him since then, mind you.
Why did they delete the interview?
Number 7, Randy Orton. During their feud in 2013 for the undisputed world title belts, Cena went off on Orton on an episode of Raw, dissecting him personally and professionally.
A guy like you has been given every single thing in the WWE.
He said that when Orton actually got into the WWE, he was sheltered by the best in the business. All he does is hide behind Triple H and Stephanie. He said that Orton has always blamed others and pointed fingers, referring to his real-life behavior problems inside and outside the ring.
And you got the balls to stand in this ring and say you're better than anybody here?
Cena's promo was excellent. He set up the match perfectly, as Orton needing to prove himself despite everything he's already accomplished.
If you hold on to this, you can finally say, hey guys, look, I'm finally what I was supposed to be 10 years ago.
Number 6, Dolph Ziggler. After AJ Lee turned on John at TLC 2012 in favor of Dolph, Cena had some choice words for Ziggler on Raw during their New Year's celebration. Cena was great on the mic, breaking through the fourth wall, making references to how Ziggler has yet to break through WWE's proverbial glass ceiling. He mentioned that Dolph has been in the WWE for 7 years, and he's not stopped complaining to management about his lack of a push.
This is not your first year here, Dolph. It is your 7th.
Cena then gives a quick rundown of Ziggler's career thus far.
The Dolph Ziggler story goes like this. First you were a caddy, then you were a cheerleader, then you had blonde hair, then you had brown hair, now you have blonde hair, then you had a large girlfriend, now you got a small girlfriend, now you got a large man, and you walk around with a suitcase that has a contract and a bunch of Valtrex.
Cena didn't mince his words when he made it clear to Dolph that he needs to look deep in the mirror to find out what kind of man he is.
Only way a guy like you gets a set of nuts is by buying them at the concession stand.
Cena finished the promo off by giving a mock toast to Dolph and AJ, and praises them for what they're full of. Number 5, AJ Styles. John Cena facing off with AJ Styles is something that nobody ever expected to see, but when it happened, the two men created magic. In the ring, their matches were incredible, but they also had many amazing promos to build it up. He spoke openly about the fact that if he beat AJ, he would have buried him, and that's all anyone would say.
It's my fault, right? Because I buried you.
Cena credited Styles for being hot for like 6 months, while Cena claimed that he had held this place down for a decade. Styles is just like everyone else, hating on him, but trying his best to be him.
Mr. Face that runs the place.
Cena delivered an excellent promo here, and although Styles made a lot of great points, Cena fired back and put him in his place. Number 4, CM Punk. Cena and Punk's feud was amazing, but it was in a promo before Night of Champions 2012 that Cena really let Punk have it. Cena said that Punk had held the belt for 300 days, and for 300 days the belt had been irrelevant.
For 300 days, you have been WWE champion. For 300 days, that championship has been irrelevant.
He didn't even main event a pay-per-view in 9 months.
And the night you made the most noise was ironically the night your microphone was turned silent.
Cena says that Punk promised change, but it wasn't anything that he said he wanted at the time. The only change was that Punk became a star. He also claimed that Punk has no idea who he is because Punk steals colors from Hall of Famers and stole the elbow from the late Randy Savage. Cena finished off by pandering to the crowd and saying he was going to kick Punk's ass at Night of Champions in French, which resulted in a massive pop from the Montreal crowd.
Je vais te botter cul, which means I'm just gonna kick your ass.
Number 3, The Rock. The Rock and John Cena had an epic feud that spanned over 2 years, where to a lot of fans' surprise, it was actually John Cena who seemed to come out the best during these exchanges. Many people credit this to Cena's return to Thugonomics, where he spit some home truths on The Rock.
You imitate me every time you leave. For 7 years, we couldn't see you.
But it was never more clear during a 2-minute promo back in February 2012. John Cena stole the show in the closing segment. It was all about The Rock, and then Cena spun it around. Cena did more with his 2 minutes than The Rock had done in the 20 minutes before.
I didn't come out here to swing for the people's strudel or whatever you're calling your penis nowadays.
Cena said that he is the guy that talks Rock down because Rock's not there. However, Rock is only half right, because Cena will run Rock down when he is there too. Cena also mentioned that he used to love Rock until he met Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson is a self-centered, egotistical, see-through son of a bitch.
He then mentioned that he doesn't need words trending on Twitter or his promo printed on his wrist.
Just like I don't need my notes for my promo on my wrist.
It wasn't something anybody expected to see as Cena crossed a huge line and pointed out a major flaw with what The Rock had been doing, burying him in front of the fans. The crowd even began to cheer Cena when he dropped the mic after telling Rock to keep trending.
Continue trending.
Wasn't John Cena and The Rock beefing and like, well, not really beefing, I would say, just like they didn't really care for each other in real life? I don't know, I felt the tension through the screen. So why they got The Miz?
Number 2, The Miz. Now, The Miz and Cena have feuded a number of times, but their rivalry in 2017 became truly personal and led to some of John Cena's greatest mic work. During this time, their in-ring promo segments began to blur the lines between kayfabe and reality, with a 16-time champ laying down some harsh truths to The Miz and his wife.
Like I've said, the best promos, the best wrestling beefs are ones that stem from like real life. Your true feelings, what you truly think of this person. If you're spitting that out, it's way more genuine.
In the first of the 2 savage promos on Miz TV in Feb 2017, Miz chewed out Cena live on air. He called him out, labeling him a hypocrite. Cena ranted about how The Rock was a part-timer going off to Hollywood, and now Cena is treading the same path. Cena then responded by calling Miz a dude named Mike who shortened his last name to be like The Rock.
You're a dude named Mike who shortened his last name on The Real World, tried to bootleg The Rock's electricity to get put on the WWE. When you got here, you straight up stole Chris Jericho's personality. You stole Ric Flair's figure 4 leg lock. You stole Daniel Bryan's offense and his personality.
This was then followed up a month later, where he took shots at The Miz's movies, claiming nobody had seen them and they were just bootleg versions of films that he had already made.
The Marine 4, the Marine 5. How many Marines were there? I remember Ted DiBiase. Yeah, and I remember the Marine 2. I never seen it, but I remember the Marine 2, but I never knew there was a Marine 4, 5, and 5. This just unlocked a memory because I totally forgot there were other ones. And Ted DiBiase was in the second one.
Trashing his acting career. Cena then turned to Maryse and pointed out that the WWE didn't want her back.
They didn't ask you back because they didn't want you back. Because when you were here before, you didn't do jack.
Cena called Maryse a waste of space and told her that she's only back because Miz begged WWE so he can be on Total Divas.
He's using you to be on Total Divas.
He also made fun of the Miz and Maryse for not having kids, joking,
"What, you firing blanks there, sport?"
Cena even dropped a few non-PG words, providing the fire that the build-up to this match needed by saying, "You're not the it couple.
You're the it couple."
That was one of the best promos from Cena because it was a mix of making things very personal, doing some comedy in there, and just ripping on a dude for being inferior to him. And the crowd was loving every bit of it. Definitely worth a watch. Number 1. Roman Reigns. In the lead up to their match at No Mercy 2017, Cena legit murdered Roman Reigns on the mic. During their contract signing, Cena made his thoughts on Reigns very clear, claiming that all he sees in him is a bootleg version of himself.
A cheap-ass, corporately created John Cena bootleg.
Cena continued by saying, "This chump right here, he ain't the guy. Dude, you're just a guy."
A guy trying so desperately to fill shoes that you never will.
He made it fit, but also made it very clear to anyone who knows anything about wrestling what was going on. WWE had been trying to make Reigns for years and it wasn't working like they'd hoped. Reigns set about explaining to Cena why the fans booed him after so many years of hustle, loyalty and respect. But then he forgot his lines.
Call the promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it.
Eventually, Reigns did get out what he wanted to say. That's when Cena really turned it on.
Congratulations. It took you 5 years to get a halfway decent promo, but now I'm about to shrink you down to size.
He called Reigns a damn fool and referred to an old saying that it's better to keep your mouth shut and have people think you're stupid than to open it and prove them right. Absolutely savage. Also, the "I'm still here because you can't do your job" line was so cutting. Cena verbally undressed Reigns in an almost unprecedented fashion. And that brings us to the end of this video.
Okay, y'all, that was interesting. Oh my God. Well, what is y'all's favorite John Cena promo? Please follow my TikTok and my Instagram. They're down below. And tune in for the next one. Bye.